The very first time we've had the trainer from a world champion and the trainer of the challenger in the studio together. And of course, we're going to be talking to Ray Stiles, first of all, in the championship corner, and Dana Andrews in the challengers. Uh-oh, I just got that a little bit right, haven't I, pal? Just the opposite. But in any case, Ray, first of all, you fought in this studio, and you won the middleweight championship. You're knocking out some guy by the name of Dick Blair in about 7 rounds, about 1967, 68, didn't you?
That's right, Gus, yeah.
And that was right here.
Right here in this studio.
And that would be what, around about some 70 pro fights for you?
That's right, yeah.
Some 100 fights, I think, when you started about 8 years of age.
I did, at 8 years of age.
So you've been around a fair bit.
Oh, a long time.
That's the idea. Now, your charge. Tell us about him.
Well, Barry Michael, he's in tip-top condition. We couldn't want him to be any better at the moment. He's right down to the weight, or the weight that we want him at. Mm-hmm. And we're just hoping for a real good fight. Barry's very, very strong. He hasn't lost any strength at all, which was one thing we were worried about, but that hasn't happened. He's as strong as ever, and he's punching just as hard as ever, too.
Okay, and Dana, now, Dana, you've got quite a role to play here, too, because you came from Honolulu with Barry at one stage, a kickboxer. You fought for the kickboxing championship of the world in Reno, Nevada. You fought 3 world champions as a kickboxer, some 20 kickboxing fights, and some 10 or so regular boxing. Now, you came with Barry, and you switched camps, so to speak. You're in Lester's corner now. How's Lester going?
Well, Lester's 100% on. There's no worries about his shoulder hurt, you know, all the rumors you've been hearing. Lester's geared for 20 rounds, and it will be a hell of a fight as long as it lasts. But what I like to say is don't be surprised if it goes 3 rounds. 3. And that means war in 3 rounds.
Well, that sounds like a prediction. 3 rounds, Ray.
Well, we're expecting it to go a little bit longer, but I'd say around about round 8 or 9, Barry will be getting the pat on the head.
It's a little bit unusual because both you guys have switched corners, so to speak. You were originally in Barry's corner, now you're in Lester's corner. You were originally in Lester's corner, now you're in Barry's corner. What brought the switch about for you, Dana?
Well, the switch about for me was, well, Barry went to, he got married, went to Queensland, and I didn't see him for about a month. And the fight came up with Lester with Juan Kill You. And I asked him if he needed any help. He says, yes. So I started helping him. And I just gave him a lot of attention. And then Barry just had fights otherwise, and we never communicated. So I just stuck with Lester. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he's young, he's keen. But Barry, I used to have to push him a lot. I'd tell him do 3 rounds, he'd do 2. Lester, I got to pull him off the bag. I tell him do 4, he do 8. Mm-hmm. You know.
How's that with you? Are you finding any problems, Ray?
No problems at all. I've never seen Barry in a better frame of mind. He's raring to go, I tell you what.
And you switched camps. How come you switched camps?
Well, it was a similar thing with Dana. I did a lot of work with Lester. And at the time, Barry had a couple of fights coming up, and I sort of had to make a choice of which way I was going to go. And I've known Barry for a long, long time. We're good mates as well, and I sort of chose to go with Barry.
Because it makes it very interesting, because both you guys are in each other's camp, so both of you know the other fighter, know the moves of the other fighter. So that's going to be quite an interesting battle of tactics then, would it be?
Well, I know Barry's strong points, and I know his weaknesses, which Lester has improved with the last couple of fights, if you guys notice. And like Ray taught him up to such a high level. And then I switched a lot of his tactics around. So you will see some new surprises coming out during this fight.
Ray?
Well, in the last couple of fights, Lester's had a couple of anxious moments, and we expect him to get the same treatment in this next fight.
Well, there we are.
I expect the same treatment, just like the Juan Kill You and the Ron Sequinin, the knockout in the 13th. Lester proved that he is a good fighter. He's got a championship heart. Barry has never fought a #1 contender and never fought a world champion.
Well, we got a big fight coming up, of course, Festival Hall, World Championship fight, old buddy.
Sounds great, Gus.
It's going to be a great one.
Well, Gus, for Dana and Ray, we've got the entertainments, of course, from Ballantyne's, and we've also got from Pierre Cardin the lovely tie, and of course from our good friends Pataki, we've got the small goods pack. Certainly it's going to be a great night of boxing.
It certainly is, and Ray and Dana, thank you very much for coming in.